"Boys, it's time to settle down and go to sleep." Konrad had already given the directive twice since he'd tucked the twins into their bed an hour ago. Volker and Walden were always full of snips, snails, and wagging puppy dog tails, as their mother had often laughingly said. But tonight, the last day of school for the season, their tails were wagging too hard. The pair of tousled dark brown heads popped up. Innocent faces turned in his direction. "We're settled down, Pa," Volker said. "We're almost asleep, Pa," Walden said at the same time. Their eyes shifted, peeking at each other, and matching grins twitched on their lips. Konrad held his firm expression, although he battled the urge to chuckle. His boys were such comics, always making their father laugh. They had saved him from sinking into a sea of melancholy when their mother died in childbirth 3 years ago. What would he have done if he hadn't had his little boys to look after? Yes, they gave him a reason to live. But now he needed to rest, and their antics prevented it. He pointed at them. "This is my last time to come in here with only words. If you don't go to sleep and I have to come again—" He let the sentence dangle. They were smart enough to understand the unspoken meaning. They flopped onto their pillows and chorused, "Yeah, we will sleep." Konrad stood in the doorway, observing them shift onto their sides back to back. He couldn't see Walden's face since he'd rolled toward the wall, but Volker's eyes slid closed. The boys did nearly everything alike, so Konrad trusted that Walden's eyes had also closed. He waited another few minutes, squinting across the shadowy room. Neither boy wriggled, snickered, or sneaked a look toward the doorway. Satisfied they'd finally succumbed to slumber, Konrad clicked the door closed and returned to the sitting area of his little house. The cup of coffee he'd poured before trudging to their room yet again had grown cold, but he drank it anyway. He'd become accustomed to cold coffee, to cold suppers, to cold nights alone in his bed. And he didn't really mind. Cold was better than the searing heat from his forge.